Hey guys, Bearded Viking Gamer here, and today I have some more pickups and stuff for you. I always love showing you guys the pickups and stuff for the week. Also, an awesome announcement: we're nearing 500 subscribers, which means I'll be doing a giveaway at 500. We're not too far off right now, so I just wanted to kind of let people know ahead of time that's kind of going to be coming. But yeah, let me get to these and show you guys some of the stuff that was just a pickup over the last week or so. So some of it's pretty cool. Can't wait to show you guys. Okay, guys. So, I want to start off here. I didn't find a whole lot for myself this week. But my mom, on the other hand, she's always does stuff. You know, she lives on the other side of town over here. So, whenever she finds stuff, she always goes to thrift stores as well. And she found a stack of Wii games, okay? And I've always given her kind of little things like, hey, look out for this. There's just so much stuff. For a person who really doesn't know a lot about gaming, it's hard to describe stuff to look for. But she kind of hit a home run on some of these titles, which is pretty freaking awesome. And let me show you guys some of these here. So she was able to score these at $2 a piece, which is a smoking deal. And the first one that she mentioned to me on the phone, she says, "Oh, I can't wait for you to whenever you come over here to look at these games." And this is the first one that she read to me on the phone, and I'm like, crap, dude, that's pretty awesome. But Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn on the Wii here. And for a $2 pickup, I mean, jeez, man, it's awesome. So, excellent game, too, by the way. This game is freaking awesome. So that's going to go into the trade pile for sure. All right. Another Wii title that she had found on here was Resident Evil 4, the Wii edition. And, you know, they have specifically set for the Wii controller. But freaking awesome find in there for $2. Heck yeah. All right. Another one here. I mean, there's just some really good titles in here. Normally when I find Wii stuff, it's just leftovers of everything. So, just awesome that she came across this, and proud of her for looking out, too. That's awesome. Alright, this one's Metroid Other M. Again, guys, $2 a piece on these. Smoking deal. I love the little Metroid series that are in these. Here was one here, and I've always been a SimCity fan ever since, you know, the Super Nintendo. I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos I've had. When I first got a Super Nintendo with my brother, that was one of the first games we got with it at Christmas time. So I've always been a fan of SimCity, doing the city builds and things. So here is SimCity Creator on the Wii. You know, it's fun to see this stuff again. It's so cool. All right. Here was a little RPG, I believe, and this is I've never played this. But when she mentioned it on there, I was like, oh, that sounds cool. But this is Rune Factory Frontier on the Wii. Again, I never... $2. Can't beat that. She definitely hit a little home run here on these pickups this week. And I couldn't really find a whole lot of anything. I'll show you some of the stuff that I found later in the video here. Here's another Wii title she picked up. This was Need for Speed The Run. I believe this is... specific only to the Wii. I might be mistaken, but I thought it was only to the Wii, the Need for Speed The Run. I could be off on that. But I just don't really see that one. Here was another one on here. This was off of a TV show, Wipeout, but this is Wipeout 3 for the Wii. I would imagine you have to do a lot of the balancing stuff with your controllers on here. Pretty neat. Here's a... Here's another title here. This is Arc Rise Fantasia for the Wii. Just some uncommon stuff I don't normally see on the Wii. So, for $2, man, you can't beat that. It's awesome. Still has the plastic stuff from when they first opened it up. Awesome. Alright. Here was one actually that I had found. And this is the Conduit Special Edition. And it just looked interesting. It's a best shooting game on the Wii, it says, by IGN. But it's freaking cool. It was super cheap. It was $4. But it does have a limited edition concept art book and things in there with it as well. I don't think this game's expensive by any means, but it just looked cool. And it's got that reflective foil kind of cover on it. I don't know if you guys can tell on there, but it looks pretty freaking cool. So can't wait to check that one out in there. Here was another one that my mom had picked up in that stack of games, and this was the Tomb Raider Anniversary for the Wii. So pretty awesome. Tomb Raider games, those are fun, man. Here was yet another one. The person who ever had this before bought it for 89 cents. But this is Dragon's Blade Wrath of Fire. Never played it on the Wii. What's cool about it is mostly I'll have a lot of titles, on here, and a lot of these ones that she found I didn't have in the collection, which is so cool because they just go right on the shelf. This is another one I did not have. This was Valhalla Knights Elder Saga. Pretty neat looking. Again, $2, guys. You can't beat that. Just an awesome find. Super glad she thought of me when she saw those on there. It's awesome. Here was another one that was in the pile from hers. A Steven Spielberg EA game. This is Boom Blocks. Looks interesting. Another Wii title here. I got to clean some of the stickers and stuff off of here, but this is I'm going to butcher this probably. It's Shiren the Wanderer. It's an Atlas title, and I did not have that. It was in the stack of games that she had. This is a Wii title in here. Looks like be an RPG for sure. Tactics, at least. It looks freaking pretty awesome, man. For $2, you can't beat that for sure. Love that. And the last one that she had found here, this was Puzzle Kingdoms, from the creators of Puzzle Quest and things like that. But looks pretty interesting. You have your gems and stuff in here. Looks like you would do for your other Puzzle Quest games and things. Pretty neat. But thank you, Mom, for keeping an eye out for that. That's awesome. And you made it in the video. It's freaking cool. I'm super glad you were able to find that on there. That's cool. Appreciate that. So one of the ones I had found here, this was $5, and then that when we were in the thrift shop, it was half off day, so ended up being $2.50. And I just didn't have it in there, but the back looked neat. The movie wasn't the greatest, but this was Clash of the Titans. And so we'll see how the video game goes there for the Xbox 360. And then, of course, this was in the same place. This was half off, and this was $2. I had a $4 price tag on it. And this is Final Fantasy 13 on the Xbox 360. And they had bought it pre-owned or something from GameStop, it looks like. But, of course, a lot of these places I go to, they're, elderly places, so they don't really know what they have in there. And this was a sweet little pickup, though, that I saw in a case. This was a pawn shop pickup, and I don't ever really see Master System games, so when I do, I'm like, ooh, something neat in there. And this one was R-Type. Picked up R-Type for the Master System for $6. Super happy with that. The top is ripped a little bit on here, but it doesn't affect the gameplay on here. And when I looked at it, it had cobwebs and everything in here. So it was sitting in somebody's garage for a very long time, and then they probably just took the box into the pawn shop and traded it in, and that was that. But, yeah, super happy to have this in here. R-Type is still one of the awesome shooters in there, and to have it on the Sega Master System, super happy for that. A couple more titles here, guys, and then that's all I have for you. So this was another one that was in that same pawn shop. And this one was $6 as well. This was Space Harrier. And, of course, anybody who's ever done the Space Harrier games, same deal. But on the Sega Master System, I just love that system. Being when I was a little kid playing that all the time, it was super cool to get that system back and start getting some stuff for it again. So Space Harrier on the Master System. Alright, and being a huge Ninja Gaiden fan, this was one I had picked up. I did not have it in the collection yet. Then this is Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword for the DS. if you haven't played this, it's a lot to do with the touchscreen on there, just because it is a DS. So you're slashing a ton on the screen. In the beginning, it's not very hard, but it does start to get challenging in there where you're starting to get your moves and stuff. Because almost every button on your pad is your dodge. So you're slicing a ton on the screen just to take people out on here. Not your typical side scroller, so there is 3D elements to it, which does make it a little different in there. Kind of it's in between. I love the original stuff where it's all just side scrolling going through there, because the 3D stuff on the 360 and all that was super, super hard. But it's super fun too. I love Ninja Gaiden, and I just love that whole story in there. And nothing beats seeing that mountain at the end crumble, towards the ground. And on the first one, it was just freaking, it was awesome. It was on screenshots. It was on magazines. That tower in the background. It's just freaking cool image, and I love seeing that stuff on there. All right, and then my last one was a PlayStation 1 game. And I love the survival horror stuff, and this was just one I did not have in here, and I wanted it so bad. And this is Martian Gothic Unification. And just looking at it, you wouldn't think, okay, just seeing all that on there, but you can tell there's mutated people and things coming in there on the planet that's coming after you. Just a cool take on the survival horror, just definitely like a Resident Evil style run and gun and things like that. But awesome. I just didn't have it in the collection, and it's not a very expensive title by any means, but it's super cool to have in the collection. So that's what I have this week here for you guys. Super appreciative of all of these subscribers. It's awesome that we're getting close here to 500. Can't wait to do a giveaway on here. Kind of going through a couple different things on what I want to do for the giveaway prize, but super excited. We're almost there. So we'll see you guys next time, and thank you guys for tuning in.